Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. The interpretation of dreams is the royal road to a knowledge of the unconscious mind. The ego is not master in its own house. Where it was, their ego shall be. Civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. Time spent with cats is never wasted. The mind is like an iceberg that floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The goal of all life is death. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. One is very crazy when in love. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. Religious doctrines are all illusions. They do not admit of proof, and no one can be compelled to consider them as true or to believe in them. Every normal person, in fact, is only normal on the average. His ego approximates to that of the psychotic in some part or other and to a greater or lesser extent. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. If youth knew, if age could. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. One is very crazy when in love. The doctor should be opaque to his patients and, like a mirror, should show them nothing but what is shown to him. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you. In the past, the conscious mind may be compared to a fountain playing in the sun and falling back into the great subterranean pool of subconscious from which it rises. Love is an attempt to change a piece of a dream world into reality. The more the fruits of knowledge become accessible to men, the more widespread is the decline of religious belief. If youth knew, if age could. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is, what does a woman want? Anatomy is destiny.